swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On play action, now Keenum. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. A good pickup there, a 22.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And he'll go right back to Thomas. Complete again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
There we go. Let's go, let's go. Check it backer, check it backer. All right. Go doctor, doctor. Hey,
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
That's how we do it, baby.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
22.
Shotgun snap for Keenan. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
22.
A shotgun snap for Keenan. Flush to his right. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right. Let's go, Roger. Check 43. Hot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here we go now.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Mayfield to throw it this time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
22. We're down 52. Hey, orange.
Keenum going to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Myles Garrett. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down. 52, here we go. Roger. 53.
Back to throw, Keenum. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, that worked out perfectly. The holder took the ball and found his man wide open for a pass and a score on a fake field goal. I love that play.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gone! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. It fights him off. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And how about that return? As he's all the way inside the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
On first down, Keenum. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Sewer Cravens in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. Now
it's the backup Smith. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Smith. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here. On 3rd down. That's Butler. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Complete out right to Jake Butt. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! 3 down!
Booker on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now Gino on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 17's yours. Watch 17.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
looking to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Smith escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Todd Davis coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Geno now to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
That's it, baby.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily. I
will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
3-19.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Green 39! Green 39! You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.